I really do recommend at some point in time to actually really do go through and read these. They really give like a background as to why this actually is the way it is, or why things are the way they are, or the correct grammar of the sentence is.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the Earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the Earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Maya, what a lovely moon. How large it is. But I kinda forgot to get the fan. So let's go get the fan real quick. Let's go back to number 2. We're at level 2 now. There's a lot of stuff to do in level 2. Dude, seriously? Okay, I'm trying to see, let me see if I can get it at an angle where you can see it. See this thingy right up there? It's a viewfinder. The key to it is actually right by it. Whenever you see one of those things, there's always a key somewhere right around it. And this is the key for it, by the way. I'm not going to go up there because it's really kind of hard to get up to, but if you go up there and look at the moon, you can actually pretty much see it from here. The little thingy where my cross, just in the upper left-hand quadrant of the crosshair. Yeah, that's a connector on the moon. And it's part of the Easter egg. Yeah, to be completely honest with you, I found it not by doing it this way. This way was shown to me by Tengu drop, and I'll try to remember to get the link to the video inside of the description. But anyway, yeah, he showed me actually where the key for that was and whatnot. This is the one I wrote to my first playthrough. Whenever I found that one. Pardon me. I have come to see that these mysteries are not for all his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. And that's One with Faith version 10.6 this time around. Oh yeah. This was an interesting one, I have to admit. I really kind of enjoyed this one. Okay, we need to do you. Because I need the keys. Now, we'll take you let's unlock the door first. No, not that door. The other door. Epitaph Child Program version 10.6.1008 Foxtrot. Codename One with Faith. Terminated here. Logic. Worship the designer for a number of days and then allowed a serpent into his heart. Final memory dump. I asked the designer for forgiveness that I may join him in eternal memory. Progeny programs ampersand, Samshara, and sheep. So it's kind of I really do need at some point in time to actually get like screenshots of all of these and paste them all together into a timeline because it's really kind of interesting side story. I guess someone met their end here. It seems like we're all connected somehow. Like distant family relations, different versions, different series. What are we? And that sheep version 69.1. Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. That's the Greek version 99.3. Okay, now leave you there for the moment. Okay, you open that door, and you just stay over there. We need you. Come hither. We need to offset you by a good bit. Now that they're going... Okay. Now we need you two. Alright, you here. Yeah, in this level, all it is going back and forth, going back and forth. I don't need you anymore. However, let's offset you guys by a good amount. You go there. You go here. I take you. And I do you. And get back up that way. So, yeah. That works. So now, I take on the field. Dodge mines. Okay. I actually happened to have a connector in my hand when I was looking up at the moon because it was so big, and then I noticed this. So you go over there, and you connect that up there. Then you pick up the box and set that over yonder. my favorite Easter eggs. The other one I like a lot is over... Sure. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. Let's say that consciousness is just neurons. I suppose pain, for example, must be a particular neuron firing in a particular way. Now, would I be right to say that humanity has no monopoly on pain? Can a dog feel pain? If there exists, then a Martian could feel pain. Yes. And it is also true that dogs and Martians have quite different sets of neurons to human beings? Not really? Well, I hate to play devil's advocate, but I find it hard to believe that beings which evolved in entirely different environments for entirely different ends somehow would wind up with exactly the same brains. You're just going to have to humor me and accept that overwhelming scientific evidence in my favor. So, I'm sure there's some obvious explanation for this, but how can it be that pain is a particular set of neurons, if being without those neurons, like Martians, can still feel pain? Actually, I stand by what I said, whatever your doubts. I'm trying to see where you're coming from, but it's no small task. Let me try one more time. Suppose that you're a conscious human being. I know it's a push. Then suppose that I take one of these neurons in your brain and replace it with a tiny machine that works exactly the same. Are you still conscious? Sure. Now, what if I replace a few more, and a few more, until you are mostly thinking with tiny machines instead of neurons? Are you still conscious? And there's actually a problem to this called the Argos, the ship that the Argonauts went on. Jason and the Argonauts went on. If you actually replace every board with another board, at what point in time do you actually not have the ship that was actually sailed with them? And yeah, it's just it's actually it's a philosophical thing, but yes, perfectly. So, what do you think what do you think would change if I replaced all your neurons? You'd be a walking, talking, thinking computer, but according to your consciousness, it has to be made of neurons, so the scenario you just described is impossible. Are you sure that you won't accept that your picture isn't foolproof? Actually, I would still be conscious. If the neurons worked in the same way, I would still have consciousness, because it's the complexity of the sets of neurons that actually make up consciousness, not necessarily the other way around. I'm sure. How consciousness can be...
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
How consciousness can be so intimately familiar to you and yet so obscure, I don't understand. Don't mind him. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. Okay. This is probably one of the more interesting puzzles, too. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world has no context, no purpose, and no foundations from which to construct them. That's dog version 55.1. I'm convinced that there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Sheep version 69.1. all good and all well and done. Let's leave this part alone and go out this way. Right now, if you come back here, where the door is, come back toward the door, and you go to the left here. You see this? You see a door right here. Or need that? I think I actually might need you first, though. I need you to keep the door open. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay, I no longer need you to hold open that door. So let's get rid of you and bring you over here. And I no longer need you to hold open the door because I have that thing holding that door open at the current moment. So let's bring you over here, come back, grab the jammer. Open you. Okay. Put you right here. Take you. And we come out here. The moon is. Low, look at that. Right there. Must be enough I should would have connected the two, wouldn't it? And there we have a star. Make our 11th. Now, here is the other thing that's over here. If you just come out over here, you want to get across. Take a running jump and come across a little hole right here. And this hole is a bed, so let's use this bed. It's electric sheep. It's a Philip K. Dick reference if you don't know. And that, I believe, is everything in this level.